We are here with Cori Menzies.
Hi.
Hey. Cori, so I know you through, we are acting together here at the Lightning Thief show here at the theater. Talk me through what all you do creative-wise. I know you act.
Yeah, my main thing is acting, mostly musical theater, but I also usually try to dip into stage management, usually either assistant stage managing or stage managing. That's really like production passion. But I also try to help out anywhere I can. I was in the choir for encore production of Hunchback. So really just everything.
Yeah. Do you have a personal preference on being on the stage or doing things behind the scenes?
Personal preference, obviously being on stage, like not to be like egotistical, but hello. But I also do love the backstage aspect of it just because I love watching a production get to where it is. Like, you know, going from callbacks to last show ever. So I really do love seeing that progression.
Yeah. So you said you've directed before?
No.
Oh, no. Okay. No.
No, I leave that to the people who want to direct or professional directors. Like, no, I can't. Not that responsibility.
Too much responsibility for one person.
Yeah.
So did you go to school or do any training for musical theater?
Yeah. So I got my BA at Palm Beach Atlantic in West Palm Beach, Florida, and I got it in musical theater. So, and I had been acting all the way up to that point. I did a lot of dance as well. That's actually how I got started in the arts. But yes, I did go to school for it.
Okay, so started dancing first. What age were you when you started doing that?
Like 3.
3. Wow.
Yeah, I was 3. And then I danced till I continued dancing throughout like middle school, elementary school, all of that into college. But I really started singing and acting probably around like 10 or 11. So that's when I figured out, I can do all these passions together. So that's crazy.
Figured out you were a triple threat.
Well, yes and yes.
So what was it that got you into the acting? Like, what was your first opportunity?
I did back home where I'm originally from, which is New Hampshire. Shout out Palace Theater. I did a production of Annie. It was their professional production. They were auditioning for The Orphans, and that was my first actual real like main stage performing opportunity. I had done summer camps and stuff like that, but like that was the definitive moment. Like, I want to kind of do this for a living.
Yeah. So coming from New Hampshire, how did you end up down here?
Just searching for different schools. I knew I wanted to be down in Florida, specifically. Like I thought I would be performing at Disney and Universal and all that. So that really was like the main driving force to be down here.
Yeah.
Also like New Hampshire's cold. So I was like, I'm good. I'm done.
So you prefer the heat of Florida?
Not so much now.
Okay.
It's very hot now. But back then, like when I was going to school, absolutely. I loved the heat. I was right on the beach for school and everything. So that was really nice.
Okay. Growing up or even now, did you have any people that you looked up to, any role models?
My biggest role models, I had 2, is Shirley Temple. I used to watch her movies all the time. I think that's also what really got the ball rolling for me. And also Judy Garland. One of my favorite movies is Wizard of Oz. I love that movie. I played Dorothy like back in elementary school. Okay. I love watching her journey. I think she is a brilliant actress. And like her story is so tragic too, like just in general. But yeah, she was really a big inspiration for me.
Okay. So it's safe to say Wicked is probably one of your favorite musicals?
One of them, yes.
All right. Well, you and I are right now together in the Lightning Thief, Percy Jackson musical. So how did you get in with the theater here?
There's an abundance of like Facebook groups that always post auditions, and last year I happened to see an audition for Bright Star, which we did in the summer of last year. And Bright Star is also one of my favorite shows. I love this show. Like, I loved that show a lot. So on a whim, I said, you know what? I'll send in a video. I got a call back. I got cast in it. I was Mama Murphy. And then when I heard they were doing Lightning Thief, I was like, oh, this is something that like I'm really passionate about. I love Percy Jackson. Like, it's one of my favorite series besides like Harry Potter and stuff like that. But yeah, I kind of just said I want to be involved again, and so I auditioned, and then here I am.
Here you are. Who is your favorite centaur in the cast?
That's crazy. I would have to say the Minotaur, the one that kills Sally Jackson.
Wow.
Like that. Wow, that's crazy.
Okay. Great answer.
You're welcome.
Any projects coming up?
No, I'm taking a nice break.
Okay.
I think it's really important to know when you need to take a break, and that's definitely something that I do not take advantage of when I have that break. So as of right now, nothing planned, but you know, I'm always looking for opportunities. So hopefully soon I'll be back on stage.
All right. Well, Cori, thank you for stopping by.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the chat. I don't know how to end these things.
Bye.
Here with Noah Clark. Noah, thanks for stopping by.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Yeah. So I know you as an actor. I know you have your hands in a couple different things.
Yes.
So actor, what else do you do?
I also do music production as well as performing commercial music in outside gigs in the Orlando area.
Okay. And is that with your own company?
Yes. My audio production company is called HCM Productions. Okay. I've been running that company since about 2018. And then, especially when I got into COVID, that's when I kind of delved into it more. And then as far as performing gigs, I've done that for the better part of a decade in Nashville, Memphis, Tennessee, and then also in Orlando.
Wow. Okay. So were you living in Tennessee when you were doing that in Nashville?
Yes.
In Memphis?
Yeah.
So what brought you here?
Actually, COVID sadly brought me here. There were the parks and stuff, and I wanted to get more theater, and there just seemed to be a lot of the theater scene in Orlando. And as COVID happened, it just seemed like a good point of like taking another step into my career, and I moved here and then started working over at Universal.
Okay. So would you say that theater is your first love?
Yeah. Definitely my first love. I started getting into theater back when I was a kid, and as soon as I did my first show, I kind of caught the theater bug and fell in love with it.
What show was it?
It was Aladdin Jr.
Okay.
It was my first like full show that I did. I did a couple like showcases before that, and that kind of, I guess, eased me into it. And then Aladdin Jr. is what took it away.
Okay. And then did you go to school for it as well?
Yes, I went to school. I actually double majored. I double majored in commercial entertainment, which was a like specialized degree that I was able to get at my college. And then I also majored in history.
Okay. So commercial history. So then you've got your hand in acting, production. And then are you still playing gigs right now?
Yes, I've actually got a couple gigs that I'm working on getting booked. I can't announce them yet since they're not official gigs. But yeah, I am returning to gigging soon after a little hiatus doing shows.
Okay. Hopefully by the time we release this, those will be official. We can link those and promote those. Okay, so then other than those two, and then currently you and I are in a show together here with The Lightning Thief, along with Cori.
Yes.
What has been a highlight for you with this show?
The highlight has been the cast, getting to work with such a beautiful and wonderful cast, where everyone is melding really well together, and just everyone's so darn talented in this cast.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. This has been an incredibly talented cast. It's been a lot of fun to be around everyone here. So, growing up or even now, did you have any artists, musicians, anyone that you looked up to?
Yeah, so growing up in Memphis, Tennessee, I grew up a lot around the blues scene as well as Elvis Presley. So definitely with my voice and the kind of music that I grew up on. Elvis was a big influence on me. And then getting more into theater, the more modern musicals, so not necessarily artists, but modern musicals like Wicked and Rent were big influences on the type of music and performances that I love to do in theater.
Yeah. So when you're doing gigs now, what kind of music are you playing?
I usually do a mix of kind of rock with singer-songwriter. So it varies on the different gigs that I do. If it's my original music, it's more singer-songwriter / a little bit of pop, but definitely more of like acoustic singer-songwriter.
Okay, so you do some covers and some original?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Do you have that anywhere that people can listen to it?
Yes. On YouTube, under Hayes Clark Music, you can actually find some of my original songs, including Always and What She'll Never Know. Those are the two that are kind of my more known out of that. But yeah, you can find my original music as well as some covers on Hayes Clark Music on YouTube.
Okay. Well, awesome. Well, Noah, thanks for stopping by.
you.
Thanks for the chat. Everyone, thanks for watching. Again, I'm your host, John Nettles, and we'll see you next time on the Center Stage 1 podcast.